As I've said in class, vocabulary is really important in geometry. We need to know what the words mean to answer the question. So the first one says, name an angle that is supplementary to angle EOD. Well, supplementary means adds to 180 degrees. So if we look at this, EOD, and I'm probably going to have to erase, but there's that much, and we need to make it so that it forms a protractor, because it has to add to be 180, but if we do angle DOB, those two angles will add to be 180. So we've got this little piece here, and then this piece here for letter A. But I'm going to erase that just so that we don't get confused as we look at the next one. Vertical, we talked about on problem number 8. Vertical, they're opposite angles. So AOB is here, so we need an angle that's opposite of that, which is going to be DOE. In problem number 9, we talked about linear pairs, and we said that it had to be adjacent as well as formed to be 180 degrees when we're talking about a linear pair. This one we're just talking about adjacent to angle COD, so it has to be just beside that. So COD, with this box in the corner there, is beside angle COB. It's also beside angle DOE, adjacent, side by side. Perpendicular. Not sure if we talked about this in class, but perpendicular means they form a right angle. So if we take a look at this one, we see a right angle designated by this box right here. So we can say that line AD, notice that I'm using the proper symbol for it. And if you forget the symbol, by the way, write line out and then you're good. Line AD is perpendicular, and it's not going to be a line here, but we can say ray OC. So I kind of maybe got a little bit ahead of myself, but here it's going to form. If I extended that line, then we'd have a line there. But that gets the point across. Perpendicular, again, means forms a right angle, and we've got a right angle here at angle DOC. And then finally, name any two angles that together form a linear pair. Well, they have to be side by side, and they have to combine to be 180. So we actually could use something that we already did, which is that angle EOD from letter A and angle DOB. They're side by side, so here's one and then here's the other. There's that protractor, and we form the complete angle. Side by side adds to be 180 degrees.